bruh. In one of the most important games of the season for the Los Angeles Lakers, they end up falling short to the Golden State Warriors, 123-116. But this game has so much big implications. It could ultimately bite the Lakers in the ass in this one. We're going to talk about the loss, how it happened, and ultimately, of course, what this means for the Lakers the rest of the way. And welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We appreciate the love and support from you guys, showing us love. But with that being said, 80% of you guys watching our content right now, 80% of you guys watching are not subscribed. So if you want to keep up with everything surrounding your Lakers, hit that subscribe button, including losses like this one, guys. And this probably came at one of the worst times of the year because this is the best way I can describe the game. So close yet so far. It just felt like the entire game. The Lakers, they never let the game get out of hand. They were within 9 to 11, 12 points the entire time. And yet, they just could not figure out a way to win it. They really could not cut that lead until late in the fourth quarter with about 5 minutes left. And even then, I give them a ton of credit for sticking with it and ultimately trying their absolute best to stay up with the Warriors. But this just was not the Lakers' night for a vast majority of it. I mean, it really came down to the first half, guys. I mean, when you only score 47 points compared to 60 points that the Golden State Warriors had, that's how you're going to lose this game. And they just could not consistently generate shots offensively throughout this one. We're going to look a little bit at what the stats were showing you here because Luka Doncic, pretty bad night. What is it, 6 of 17 from the field. Was able to get to the line a bunch and generate shots that way. But, it really kind of came down to amazing shot making. I mean, 9 threes for Austin Reaves. That must be a career high. If not, it's right there. 33 from LeBron. I think 25 of those came in the second. So, and honestly, Hachimura having a nice game as well. So, if anything is to come of this, it's that Hachimura and LeBron James probably both had their best game since coming back from injury. And I'll take that as a small win, I guess, if you will, for the Lakers. But the margin of error just becomes so much slimmer for the Los Angeles Lakers here. And if you want to look at what the Golden State Warriors did, look, 45% from 3, 83% from the line. When Brandon Podziemski was hitting half-court shots at the buzzer and scoring 28 points. And then you have Draymond Green, who shot, guys, just to give you context, the last 2 months, Draymond Green shot 19% from 3 in the month of February and 29% in the month of March. Now he's shooting 2 of 4 from the Lakers. Like, this is, of course, is the BS that the Lakers get anytime anybody plays them, it feels like. And then on top of that as well, Moses Moody goes 3 of 6. And Jonathan Kuminga does his thing. You can't have all these other guys, these other role players stepping up and playing massive roles. Draymond Green was fantastic defensively. And I'll be honest, he's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. And this probably helps his case as well as, LeBron gets off to a rough start and Luka Doncic, has the game that he has. He's kind of the leader of that defense where they play that super switchable type of defense, which, guys, I think that they play the Warriors here and in a playoff series, I don't know how confident I think the Lakers can beat them. Like, this is a team that matches up now really well with the Lakers since the Lakers traded away Anthony Davis, right? They don't have that big man that's just going to punish them down low anymore. So, and Jackson Hayes played like a straight-up bitch in this game. I mean, my God, how many opportunities did he have back to the basket, and he just ended up passing it out, getting pushed around by Draymond or Post or whoever was down there with him because that dude did not want to bang with the bigs tonight. Not at all. And that's going to bring us to our next point here, guys, because this loss, like I said, this is a bad loss at a bad time, right? Now, the Lakers, the good news is that they beat the Warriors the 3 other times that they played them. So, therefore, they do have the tiebreaker against them in the event it comes down to it. And with how well the Warriors are playing recently, guys, it's probably going to come down to that potentially because look at the standings here. You have the Thunder clearly ahead. The Lakers, they were maybe going to try to catch the Houston Rockets. That's probably not going to happen. Houston's probably staying at that 2 seed now. But the Lakers are going to try to get past Denver because they do have the tiebreaker against Denver, but they don't play them anymore. They actually are playing the Warriors tomorrow. So, in a weird way, you probably want the Warriors to win that game. And the Lakers, you hopefully just beat the Pelicans here because after that, it's going to get a little bit rough. They're in a weird situation here. I think the Lakers, like I've been saying, guys, I think their best case scenario is that they end up being the 2 or the 3 because they avoid OKC all the way to the Western Conference Finals. and then they would avoid Denver, or maybe even the winner of Denver Golden State. Because as it currently stands right now, you have the Lakers, they would play the Golden State Warriors. I'm telling you guys, I do not like those chances. Like, I think the Lakers can win that series, but Golden State freaking matches up very well with them, right? I think the Lakers would be in a much more comfortable spot playing a team like the Memphis Grizzlies, who I'm confident they can beat, because that's a team that's really, who knows what they're going to be without Taylor Jenkins. You got Minnesota. I think the Lakers can beat them. I think the Lakers, they kind of own the Clippers, and if it's one of those two teams that, they most likely would play. Yeah, I think that I like the Lakers' chances against really any of those teams, because they're just a better team. I think they can take Ivica Zubac out. They can take Rudy Gobert out of that series. I don't necessarily think that they can have that luxury of taking away Draymond Green out of a series against the Golden State Warriors. But it's going to bring us to a final point here, guys, because big picture here, this is how I look at this, right? Playoff basketball, it's starting early, right? Because these games matter. You've looked in the last 3 games the Lakers have played, all against teams that they could play at some point in the playoffs. The Memphis Grizzlies, the Houston Rockets, as well as the Golden State Warriors. All those games have been really freaking intense. You're seeing game winners, guys, everywhere. John Moran just hit a game winner against the Miami Heat on TNT before this game. And on top of that as well, you're just watching more intense basketball, because really outside of the Western Conference there in the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Lakers can finish anywhere from like 2-6 potentially, and even lower if they really kind of fall out of it. So these games are becoming extremely more important, and we're going to look at the rest of the standings here, the rest of the schedule, because the Lakers, they got to rip that bandage off. Now, we were saying, as I was personally saying, that this Pelican game could have been a trap game. I think after the loss against the Golden State Warriors tonight, I don't think this is a trap game anymore. I think the Lakers are going to come out swinging, and they're going to really try to, impose their will against the Pelicans, who don't have Zion Williamson, don't have CJ McCollum, and we'll see who else plays for them, because this has been a miserable season for the New Orleans Pelicans, so this should be a win. Then they're going to get 2 straight games against the Thunder and OKC. Now, knowing the Lakers' luck, guys, it's literally, the Lakers get guys that come back. They always come back from injuries when they play the Lakers, right? I think the Lakers are the team that has the most amount of players that have played against them, or some weird stat like that this year, that just shows you when people see the purple and gold in the schedule, they're just all of a sudden going to be healthy out of nowhere. We've seen it all season long. We've seen it, honestly, throughout Laker history. So who knows? Maybe the Thunder play all their guys. I doubt it, though. They'll probably play their guys in one of those games. I know their primetime game is the one on Sunday, so maybe they'll sit their guys on Tuesday or something like that. I could see that happening. Then Wednesday, a very emotional game against the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be Luka's first game in Dallas since the trade. Anthony Davis, it should be his first game against the Lakers, assuming he plays. So that's going to be a pretty intense one. They got the Rockets again. That's probably the most important game left on the schedule in terms of playoff implication seeding. But again, guys, I'm pretty confident that the Rockets are probably staying at number 2. And then the Lakers close it out in Portland, and who knows, maybe that's a weird, funky game. I have no idea, but, Portland's a hungry team. They're trying to get some wins just to kind of, give their young guys some good run at the end of the season. But anyway, guys, rough game. This is not one you want to lose to the Golden State Warriors. They are now, guys, again, let me just show you the graphic one more time. This angle's a little bit better to show it. They are 1 game out of the Lakers. 1 game. That's it. Right, and the Lakers only play 1 non-playoff team. I guess the Mavericks are a playing team, but they only play 1 non-playoff team, or I guess 2, Portland. The only lob easy game they have, honestly, is the Pelicans tomorrow. Like that should be a win, but who knows? It's the NBA. Anything can happen, and the Lakers are going to need to lock up, bunker in, because look now, as you can see in the standings, they're going to have to root for the Warriors tomorrow and hope they get a win, because then they would propel themselves back to 3rd, and that would ultimately, like I said, guys, that number 3 seed, to me, that's the place to be for the Los Angeles Lakers in a best-case scenario come playoff time. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this loss and how screwed the Lakers might be, or you think they're going to be fine and win some of these games down the stretch. And I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back here. 80% of you watching this video probably right now, and 80% of you guys watching this channel are not subscribed. So if you want to keep up with everything surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers, game recaps like this, rumors, reports, we'll definitely give in some playoff previews. We'll break down all those games too here on Lakers Digest. So click that subscribe button to tap in to get everything surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers.